The son of a celebrity gives to UB's Creative Arts School. Like his dad, we can truly say he dropped it like it was hot.
Plus, Youth Month is now in full effect. The service held yesterday. The details straight ahead.
Hurricane Milton is on the move. He's not a friendly one. Basil Dean has the cone. Stay close.
And coming up in sports, it's all about the Luther softball champs.
The Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Marcellus Hall.
And I'm LaDawn Davis. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Well, LaDawn, getting started on a solemn note, we would like to bring our sincerest condolences to the family of our recently departed colleague, Darryl Miller. He was a legendary journalist and radio personality, and just to add, gave me my very first job in this business.
Yes, Marcellus, he was a dear friend to all of us and will definitely be missed.
Well, may his soul rest in peace. Let's dive right into the news now for you tonight. In a vibrant celebration of creativity and talent, Cordell Brodus, son of American rapper, singer, and songwriter Snoop Dogg and the Champ Medic Group, partnered with the University of the Bahamas to donate a huge chunk of change, some $100,000.
So half of that would go towards providing equipment to help move our programs forward in terms of the digitization of creative programs, right, such as performing arts, like I said, and visual arts and design. And a second half of that $100,000, which is $50,000, went towards a student competition. So the competition was for the generation of NFTs, or non-fungible tokens. And so as practicing artist for many years, I was always focused on national development. So to now see people like Cordell from outside of the Bahamas even feeling the need to refine and nurture the talents of our Bahamian students, I think is very exciting. And I think it's going to cause a chain reaction. It's going to snowball.
5 winners of $10,000 awards. The winners there were Madison Cartwright with her piece, Strawberry Girl, Alyssa Pinder with Marble Night, Alicia Pinder with Potion, Gene Joseph with the EP tracks 1, 2, and 3, and Nelson Gray with Flowers. When it comes to what's next with the Champ Medic Group and the university, Cordell shares.
What's next is yet to come, but we are very interested as far as bringing new technology, bringing new sectors to the forefront of the University of the Bahamas, specifically around gaming, because we're avid gamers, and we started a gaming company last year and want to just provide the same resources we have back in the States over here in the University of the Bahamas.
October is officially National Youth Month in the Bahamas, a time dedicated to celebrating and empowering the nation's youth. This past weekend, churches across the country held special services to honor young people and to highlight their contributions to society and their hard work. Here's West Calix Forbes.
Homecoming. Let's make more memories is the theme for this year's Youth Month. Over the weekend, young people flocked to church on Saturday and Sunday, giving God thanks and seeking His guidance. We talked to several youth from the Hillview Seventh-day Adventist Church.
To know that we have a whole month dedicated to us, it's like, wow, for once we can be in charge, for once we can lead, for once they will be looking and listening to our problems, to our situations, to our solutions. So it's great.
Really great. It feels good to be, acknowledged, because people tend to believe they tend to not focus on the youth. But it feels good to have a month dedicated to us. If it could be a year, I'd be happy.
On Sunday, the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Boleg, and his team worship at Legacy Church. He talked about the importance of recognizing youth.
Youth Month is very important because, again, you're dealing with the greatest asset within the country, and that's the future, which is your young people. So we must recognize them for their achievements, their hard work, dedication. We got to empower them, and we have to allow them to sit around the table to make decisions so we can build that gap between the past, the present, and the future. So anytime there's not recognition of our young people, then we are going in the wrong direction in this country.
Throughout October, a range of activities are planned in the capital as well as the Family Island. These events are designed to equip, encourage, and showcase young Bahamians with skills and applaud accomplishments.
This particular Youth Month so special is that we are pioneering our first sitting National Youth Parliament, where young people are going to be installed in Parliament for a 2-year term. They'll be serving in the National Youth Assembly, 39 of them, just like the House of Assembly, and 16 in the Senate, in our Youth in Senate. That's taking place. Youth Month is extended this year, so that's taking place on Friday, November 8th. The streets are going to be shut down, and they're going to be having their opening, their launch of our sitting National Youth Parliament.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes Calix Forbes.
And still to come, Dr. Wesley Francis is here live in studio to talk about breast cancer. Don't move and don't blink. We'll be right back right after this.
Skipping, jumping. Staff and students at Inagua All-Age School are never offbeat thanks to the school's Rhythm Down South Band. A 7-member group of young musicians who, for the most part, are self-taught, say although they have varying professional ambitions, one goal they all share is to keep the group together.
I feel so we should stick together. We go far, travel family islands, we can speak, because that's what we love to do.
I want to go to college, study electrical. Hopefully keep the band together, learn more instruments, more than piano.
My being in the music industry, if I want to pursue that when I come out of school, yes, and hopefully keep the band together, because what I really, really want to do when I come out of school is go to BTBI and study computer and electrical studies and on the side music.
And meanwhile, the school's principal, Amapola Hanschels, making it clear that Inagua All-Age is not short on other enrichment and extracurricular activities.
We have the Governor General Youth Award, spearheaded by Ms. Moon Murphy. We have the Maritime Cadet Corps, spearheaded by Ms. Francis. We have the Brownies Girls Sunflowers Girls Guide that is spearheaded by the primary school. Then we have new coming on. It's the Teachers Cadet Program spearheaded by Ms. Gator.
I'm Adama Williams for Ed Talk.
And right now, you're looking at a live shot of a sunset in Nassau Harbor, captured by our drone pilot, Neville Smith. Good job there, Nev. Let's head on down to Eleuthera now for Family Island News. Well, tonight, Charles Fisher introducing us to a young lady who hails from Palmetto Point, Eleuthera, and her goal is to market the Bahamas. She's the Junior Minister of Tourism. Here's the story from Charles Fisher.
16-year-old 12th grader at Central Eleuthera High School, Olandria Pinder, while her focus should be on graduating in 2025, is busy, as with her role as Junior Minister of Tourism for the Bahamas and also Junior Director of Tourism for Eleuthera. These two prestigious titles came about after a speech competition right in Governor's Harbor.
I spoke upon how can we make money and how we can bring back the people-to-people program and how we can benefit from our local resources such as Cascarilla Bar that's located in Acklands and pineapples in Eleuthera.
Now, while some student loves sports and technical things, hers is just tourism.
I like tourism because it gives me an insight. You meet someone new every day and you learn more. And also you get to enjoy your Bahamian culture.
She recently attended the Caribbean Tourism Organization Youth Congress in the Cayman Islands.
It allows 12 Caribbean countries to provide their own insight in their tourism industry and how can we build it up. I learned that every culture is different. Some things that are socially acceptable in the Bahamas that are not in the Cayman.
And how does she plan to market the islands of the Bahamas so Bahamians can see what they have to offer?
We can make it more intriguing. The Ministry of Tourism can implement a program where there's a bundle deal from traveling to Nassau to Eleuthera, then to Exoma, then to Auckland for a lower price.
No need to worry about what she plans to do after graduation. It's a foregone conclusion.
I plan to study tourism and hospitality at the University of the Bahamas, and my long-term goals are either to become the Director General of Tourism or maybe the Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation.
Good job and interview by the future Minister of Tourism for the Bahamas. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Charles Fisher.
Thanks a lot, Fisher. Well, each year, more and more young Bahamian women in their late 20s, early 30s are being diagnosed with breast cancer. For some of these breast cancer warriors, the disease is hereditary, while for others, it's the first for their family. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and joining us live in studio to educate Bahamians about the uptick in numbers among young Bahamian women and women in general is consultant surgical oncologist Dr. Wesley Francis. Dr. Francis, welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Well, thank you, Ms. Davis. Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
So, Dr. Francis, talk us a little bit about what is breast cancer and its symptoms.
Well, I think the right question is, what is cancer? And cancer is really cells that have lost their ability to die. And so they continue to grow and exponentially at times. And so if you have those cells within the breast, then that's called breast cancer. For women, in terms of symptoms, it's really a lump or a growth in the breast, or, for example, or under the arm, or changes in the skin, changes in the nipple. Also, if, especially in an older woman, a discharge that is have a bloody quality, those are some of the symptoms of breast cancer. But we prefer to see breast cancer really if it's screened. Screen-detected breast cancer is usually where there's some calcifications that are noticed on the mammogram, and then if it's suspicious, then you get a diagnosis that way. Early screen-detected breast cancer usually does very well because you catch it early, it hasn't spread yet, rather than when someone has symptoms. When you have symptoms, it's usually a later stage, and the prognosis is not as good as if you have screen-detected. That's why the emphasis is really on screening.
So tell us, so far this year, how many new cases have you seen on new diagnosis in older and or younger women?
So it'll be difficult to say, but what I could tell you is we based or data that we have from our registry. So the Bahamas National Cancer Registry started in 2018. And before then, the way we say how much cancer is within the country is incidence. It's called incidence, and it's number per 100,000 females. And so when the registry first started in 2018, it was about like 106 per 100,000 females. That was really high. And then, but what we notice is there's been a gradual decrease in trend. But I believe that it's falsely decreased because during the COVID years, we didn't really, a lot of people didn't screen. And so the numbers kind of went down from the registry. The registry data all over the world are usually about 2 years behind. And so the last number that we had is 69.3 per 100,000 females, which, I mean, if you look at the numbers, it's probably around 200,000 females. So somewhere around maybe 150 patients would have been diagnosed, and that's in 2022. We have yet to see 2023's data, and we're in 2024. That wouldn't be seen until another year or so. But those are the numbers in the registry.
So what are some of your final thoughts as we continue to raise awareness this October for breast cancer screenings?
I think we just need to screen, and we need to be deliberate and intentional about screening women. The screening age is 40 and over, and the screening tool is using the mammogram. And breast cancer can't be prevented. It's about early detection. When you do detect this early, patients survive because they can be treated. And the treatments are usually successful.
Dr. Francis, thank you so much for joining us here on the Bahamas Tonight Access Now, and all the best to you and your team as you continue to educate women on breast cancer. Thank you so much.
All right, great.
Marcellus Hall has a look at what's coming up in sports. Marcellus?
Well, coming up in Sports Friday night, the B3As and World Athletics hosting a kids clinic. We'll tell you what it's all about just ahead in sports.
to the Australian veggie spread.
Ooh, thankfully CG will cover you anywhere in the world. Remember when I went to Australia for my title fight? Trust me when I say you do not want to get in the ring with a kangaroo. It wasn't until my victory dinner with the Sultan that I realized top shelf caviar doesn't agree with me. But I was covered. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm teaching your cousin how to use a flamethrower. Woohoo!
Medical cover anywhere in the world. CG Atlantic Medical and Life. Good like that.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home health care supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
I've been shopping JBI Healthy Choice Coconut Milk for years.
And I've been using the JBI jerk seasoning for quite some time now, maybe about 4 years.
And whenever I get my JBI jasmine rice, I love to pair it with the JBI kidney beans. I've been using JBI kidney bean with coconut milk for about 10 years.
I enjoy using the JBI product. I love the green pigeon peas, especially on a Sunday when I have to cook that family meal. I've been using it now for a few years. My family love it, and we all enjoy it.
I normally make my own jerk, but this is the next best thing.
Try JBI.
And I want to wish you a happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, JBI.
Thank you, Bahamas.
Welcome to your ZNS Total Sports Check Monday, everybody. I'm Marcellus. All kids taking center stage. First thing off the bat, let's take a quick look. B3A's in conjunction with World Athletics recently hosting their Train the Trainer Kids Clinic course over the original Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium. The event, the first of its kind in the region, extremely well attended by dozens of the country's youth, and as it was World Athletics Master Instructor for Kids Athletics, Chester Morgan, outlining the project's goals.
It is actually a pilot project from Olympic Solidarity, where they decide that the countries that are hosting major events, like the World Relays, they'll be given a grant to host kids athletics workshop. And after the workshop, these coaches are now being charged to educate the other coaches within Bahamas. Also, they are being charged to complete a 6-week program, which is created by myself within the primary school system. So this morning we had a conversation with the Ministry of Education, and they accepted the program, and they want it to be in all schools in Bahamas as much as possible.
Now, B3A's President Jamiko Arch was saying that this is a step in the right direction to ensure the continued growth of the sport in the entire country.
What you have is the sprouting of really new growth in our program. And so I'm excited. This is really what track and field is all about. I think that the benchmark is how many medals you win. But really, for me, the benchmark is really trying to create a sustainable program that ensures that there's a life beyond what we know track and field to be.
Only 16 days away from the start of the 6th Caribbean Baseball Cup over at the Andre Rogers Baseball Diamond, with national teams expected from Cuba, Dominican Republic, Curacao, U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Martin, and, of course, the Bahamas. The stadium will have to be in tip-top condition. NSA Chief Mosick Johnson says no worries.
This is a very important event for the BBA, and the NSA is pleased to partner with the BBA in terms of providing the facilities and also being the ticketing partner for this event. And so the NSA is pleased to provide ticketing for this event.
And that's it. Your check on sports for you here tonight. Of course, we have our Monday weather just ahead.
October is farming, trick-or-treating, and saving with the specials at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Country Barn mayonnaise, 30-ounce, $3.69. Distinction Long Life milk, assorted, 1 liter, $2.29. Kellogg's Giant Size cereals, assorted, 23 to 28-ounce, $6.39. Yellow onions, 3-pound bag, $2.89. Baby back spare ribs, $3.39 per pound. Before October is over, shop and save at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
The most important thing in life is family, and whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
J.S. Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
Make your company representative stand out through an embroidery design on your uniforms from Janae's Uniform Center, Chesapeake Road. Janae's utilizes the latest state-of-the-art embroidery technology to monogram large and small quantities of shirts, caps, bags, and other articles. If you don't already have a digitized logo, Janae's can design and digitize your idea and bring it to life. Then install the logo of your choice from their large selections of 27 stock colors of golf shirts in cotton or dry fit, caps, or workwear. Call 394-8385 or 6 or visit www.janaes.com.
Hey, Mom, can you look after Kaylee?
Sorry, I'll be out for a while dealing with my home and car insurance. What? You know there's a newer way, right?
A new way?
Where have you been? Look, go to nuainsurance.com, log in, get your quote, buy your insurance, done. You can even use it to manage a claim.
Oh? By the way, it's not Nua. It's N-U-A. Where's she been?
Do it anyway with NUA Insurance Agents and Brokers.
It's time now for your Access weather forecast, and we have lots of precipitation over the northwest Bahamas, and this is associated with an area of low pressure that has formed on a front boundary. Has nothing to do with Milton as yet. There's a wall of thunderstorms just to the west of us, and that moving towards the east, that will be closing in on us during the course of the night. But Milton right now, a Category 5 hurricane, packing winds of 180 miles per hour, moving towards the east at 10 miles per hour, but it will take a shift towards the north and east, taking it more towards Tampa, and we expect some weakening of the system as well, so it will make landfall perhaps as a Category 3 hurricane. For us here in the Bahamas, heavy rainfalls and some strong gale force winds can be expected between Wednesday and Thursday, and that is perhaps all we're going to get out of it, so flooding will be a main issue from this system for us here in the northwestern parts of the country. Our boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Live Business, where you're always protected during the worst storms. In the northwestern parts of our country, the winds are going to be southwest. They will be increasing tonight, 15 to 20 knots. Wave heights building 4 to 7 feet, so caution flags will be going in place for you boaters, and this will take us right through Wednesday. High tide, that takes place at 11:28 tonight, with another high tide at 11:59 tomorrow morning. And in the central and southeastern parts of the country, the wind's still not too bad, but south to southwest at 10 to 15 knots. The wave heights 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. And that's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Right now I feel like whining. Shake that bump up on me 'cause we grinding. She's a beast, I'm a bigger beast when we raking. Up on one with motorbike 'cause we scraping. Right now I feel like whining. Shake that bump up on me 'cause we grinding. She's a beast, I'm a bigger beast when we raking. Up on one with motorbike 'cause we scraping. Yeah. I've been on this rocky roads before.
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But join me at 11 o'clock for a full weather update.
All right, well, thanks, Pastor. Well, Milton is definitely out there. Category 5 already. Let's hope it weakens, Milton.
I'm hoping for the same, Marcellus, but until then, let's hear from Matea Cunningham with Let's Talk Socials.
Hey, beautiful people, it's your social media go-to girly, and welcome back to Let's Talk Socials. Today, we talk about the one person whose impact was so widely felt throughout the Bahamas that his memory lives vividly on through social media. The one and only Darryl Miller, whose passing was confirmed yesterday afternoon. Today, though, we choose to celebrate the life of the media, radio, and television giant. Not just us here at ZMS know, but every Bahamian social media user. Users are commemorating the legend by threads titled Darryl Miller Once Said, and users are finishing the sentences with his most popular phrases. Some are even reposting his most memorable social media moments. Take a look.
Standing up on the side of the road, selling the wrong thing. The young men are selling their bodies too.
It's clear that Mr. Miller's digital footprint represents the life he truly was in the industry. For most people, the digital footprint is commonly something they swept under the rug. But for Darryl Miller, his is something that we hope will always see the light. Well, it's time for the daily poll. We want to know, which Darryl Miller saying is the most iconic?
Lively and provocative. The main thing is the mouth. The second thing is to wash your hands and your booty. And the third thing is to don't invite no strangers to your house.
I'm Matea, and this has been Let's Talk Socials. And as Darryl would say,
why I gone? Because I won't go.
Oh, there it is. Great guy. That's a wrap for us tonight on Access Now.
We're out until tomorrow at 7:30, Marcellus, so stay tuned for the rundown with Clint Watson live from Grand Bahama. Good night, everybody.
Let's do it.